Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Family, this is Joe checking in for the No Picks podcast.
Hey, what up, family? This is Todd checking in.
So we back at it again. Now this is the story that we've covered a few times already extensively, but we finally have an update. This was called Brickgate, right? This was the story of the woman who went viral because she said that a man had hit her in the face with a brick because she refused to give her his number.
Right.
Um, and then I guess maybe let's read the tweet and then we'll talk about the story. So people who forgot this as a refresher, but we had to give the update, and so we're waiting to see what happens. So some positive developments, right? So here we have a Twitter from a woman who she calls herself Daphne. Her hashtag name, her whatever, is Celebrid. Now this woman, when she in the middle of all the controversy, this is why I mess with her, right? She started doing all the research because she was like, all right, she called the police department. She was looking for like the police report. She was trying to figure out if like this was actually real, if we could actually find the guy who hit her with the brick so we could get him arrested. So she was basically trying to find to see what happened. Was there a resolution? Like this guy could be out there, he could hit another woman, you know what I mean? So she took it upon herself to do some research, and then after extensive calling to the police departments and seeing that there was no police report, there was nothing, there was people didn't even know what was going on. She's come to find out, oh, this might be fake. This is probably so. She basically exposed the whole thing, was just like, this is fake. And now Shorty got a whole GoFundMe. Now she's traveling with all this money y'all giving her. So this woman is basically she has a huge part to play in this case, and why basically the Brickgate, well, they call it Brickface now, but why the chick got arrested. So there's an update here, and it says brick case update. This is from actually today on Daphne's Twitter, and she said on March 22nd, 2024, a felony indictment was entered against Roda Osman. To secure an indictment, the prosecuting attorney convinced at least 9 of the 12 grand jurors of his or her argument. In the Texas criminal system, generally only felonies are indicted. This means that her felony criminal case is now moving towards trial. In other words, it has been formally filed in felony court. When Roda Osman attends her arraignment hearing on 4/5, which is April 5th, which is in a few days, a pretrial date will be set. If the case is not resolved during the pretrial period, a trial date will be set. Roda could be facing 2 to 10 years in jail if found guilty. Her priors will come into play. Accountability. And then here she has like the police report. So that was the tweet, right? So I'm gonna
Yeah.
share it off the screen now. But that's the Shorty, like props to Shorty because she's the one that really made the calls and basically found out
Right.
that something
Right.
was fishy, and she did the
Right.
work. So thank you so much, Daphne. We appreciate that. So Ty, with that said, we're back at it. We might have some accountability. How you feeling about this? Let's
Yeah.
know what your thoughts are.
I mean, listen. I don't think it's gonna surprise you where I land with this. You gotta throw the book at her. You
Yeah,
have to throw the book at her because this needs to be like a clear precedent for anybody trying to do some shit like this in the future.
right.
So like, and that's what it is. And when I say anybody, I mean any woman, because you don't really see the same energy from men. And when you do see it, it don't get no national attention. If
Right.
put it this way, if I hit you in the face with a brick, and you go online and say, hey, Ty hit me with a brick. It's so corny. He hit me with a brick. I ate the last Whopper Junior. He hit me in the face with a brick because he was mad at me. Blah blah blah. Whatever the case is, everyone looks at you and say, yo, shut the fuck up and stop bitching. But a woman says it, and you bring up a man. A man did it because I was just innocently, I was innocently hanging out at the park feeding the ducks bread, and this guy just walks up to me and just hits me in the head with this, a piece of marble, and it was crazy. Like everybody's like, oh, you poor little thing, you. And then they go for the guy. The guy gets hung out to dry, right? As he should in that situation, right? But if it turns out you lied, then you need to be hung out to dry equally.
Right.
Whatever the penalty the guy would have got in this fake crime that you said was participated against you, you need to suffer that same penalty
Right.
if found guilty in court in a jury of your peers. I guess that's the phrase, right?
Right.
If you're found guilty by a jury of your peers, you need to have the equal punishment he would have suffered if he would have been found guilty by his peers.
Right. No, absolutely, and I agree with you. I agree with you. And what I'll say what I'll add to this conversation is that words matter. I always say that to everybody. I say, listen, words have meanings. Words matter. What you say matters. How you say things matter. And with that said, when y'all go out there, not y'all, some people go out there yelling, "Believe all women," believe all women, believe all women, you got to stop and think words mean something. And so if you fill somebody's head up with this notion that they should be believed because of their sex no matter what happens, what do you think people will try to do with that? People are going to try to exploit that. People are going to try to work the system because words have meaning. And if you if you make someone believe that no matter what they do, they don't have you should just believe them and they don't have to take any accountability, that's frightening because people are going to exercise that freedom. People are going to do that. And this sets a precedent and this is what's happening now. So out of the Me Too movement, we got Amber Heard with Johnny Depp. We got what happened to the brother. I can't remember his name right now. I'm so mad. The brother who played Kang in the Marvel movies with the white chick who's trying to run
No,
away from.
Jonathan Majors.
Yeah, and he still got booked. He was out. They dropped the charges, of course. It was come to find out she was the one that was the aggressor. She lied about everything. But the same thing happened to him, and so many other men got Me Too'd. And thank God they were found innocent because yeah, this is what we got out of Me Too, bro. Like
The
we
Me
got
Too,
this
the Me
crap.
Too movement, the Me Too movement isn't about equality or believe all women isn't. It's not about equality. This
No,
like it's about punishing men
right,
because when back in the day when women and feminists love to talk about how men just had so much power, you know what I mean? Like, hey, if a man made a move on a woman that she was that she would consider SA, right?
right,
Um, go to HR. Hey, you know what? Tom, committed SA on me. I feel uncomfortable. Tom may have committed SA on her 100%, but
right,
Tom says, I ain't, oh shit. Tom says, you know what? Nah, I ain't do that. And we believe Tom back in the day because Tom was a man, right? You were a woman. Now the roles are reversed, and y'all have no problem
right,
with people believing all women at the expense of all men, but y'all hated it when it was the opposite way. So
right,
we talked about this before. The scales have just been tipped because of the historical situation in a very unfair way. And when
right.
you add race in, because she had Rhoda Osman added the whole, hey, you know what? A black man did this to me, and
Right.
nobody cared about it. Whatever. It adds a whole nother element.
Right. It does. And especially when you see like in circles of black women, not all, but you see that there are some black women who say, listen, I'm not pro black, I'm pro black women. And what they mean is we stand by the sisters no matter what they do. We always got their back. When we defend it, we will find a way to to prove them innocent. Like they're saying we're pro black women, not pro black women. Like we put black women first above everything. And then here we go again. The sisterhood came out in droves. Oh, you got to find this man, giving her money. They gave her like 46 racks in
Right.
GoFund money to pay for everything. Then she went and took vacations and put videos up like in
Yeah.
Africa somewhere, like spending all that good money that they got. They sucked it all up. And they defended the shit. And we still haven't seen or heard a public apology, a mass public apology of people to be like, yo, we was wrong. I'm sorry. We don't want this to set a precedent. Like, we'll take this L. Like, I haven't heard that in mass, bro.
You're never going to see
I'm,
it.
we never gonna exactly.
Never
We're
going to see it.
never going to see it, and we got to be at peace with that too, bro. That's
And
crazy.
it's the same with the chick, Carly. What was her name? Carly, the one who said she saw a white baby on the road on the side of the road, and
Oh,
she
and yeah, and then she went. They went to look for her, and yeah, didn't she get booked or no?
no, yeah, they convicted her.
Oh
They
yeah,
convicted
but they
her.
were all believed her. Right, right, exactly. Another case in which, right, they believed her, and what happened?
People,
Y'all look
we
dumb.
go so hard to believe black women, even when it makes us look stupid.
That's
Did you
crazy.
did you hear what Dr. Umar said about that situation with Carly? What was it, Carly Rent? Whatever the fuck her name is. Everybody
Yeah,
knows what I'm talking about.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
The chick from Georgia, bro. He was like, he said, oh well, the only reason I think she may have said all these things or faked her own situation is because the white man made her do it. Basically, is what he was saying. The white man made her disappear herself, and then because his theory was that when the heat got too when the heat became too much, then the white man let her go, and she came and freed herself or whatever the fuck. So even as black men, we'll tie ourselves into knots and look fucking stupid and retarded trying to excuse the behavior of black women, even when they're fucking ridiculous. Bro, I can't tell you how many arguments I got into online with women with this brick lady shit. Because because
Saying,
there was a chick, bro. I wish I could stitch her video into this damn video right now. If I could, if I had the expertise to do that, I would right now, bro. It was just this chick on TikTok. I forget her out, bro. I wish I could pull up my phone right now. Find, but she said, okay, well, so what? Her story, she may be brought up on charges for it, but we believe this happened. It may not have happened to her, but we believe that it happened somewhere. I was sitting there like, are you
if you
fucking
find it,
kidding me?
let me know. I'll edit it in. Right after this, I'll be like, clip and put the clip in so people can see it, bro. If you find it.
Bro, they try so fucking hard. Even when women get caught lying, other black women will be like, nah, she ain't really lying. Well, what happened was,
Yeah. Right.
and now with the Carly chick, they're trying to play the whole mental
illness or
mental illness.
Yeah.
Like, yo, she was depressed. Guess what? I
No.
get depressed. Listen.
Right. I ain't trying to hear that. When men get depressed, they say man up. What does the world tell us? Man up. You know
Stop
what I
being a
mean?
bitch. And guess what? Other women say, hey, you know what? You sassy.
Yeah, you sassy. Oh, you zesty.
That's what
Oh,
it's sassy.
he got
like,
depression? He's zesty. He's too zesty for me, bro.
But this chick can get depressed. She could disappear herself, call the cops, make national news, come back, and everybody's like, oh, they're there, little one. It's okay. They're there. And it's like, bro, do we really play by the same rules in this world? Listen, I could go on a tangent with this, but it's annoying to me to pretend that we play by the same rules because we don't. We really don't. But like, okay,
right.
Men have to pretend with women in a room that we play by the same rules.
Right.
Because if you don't, then it's an argument with the woman that you're with.
Right.
But if men can be honest, once those women leave the room and they can't hear you, then it's like, well, it's a little different. Shannon Sharp got some strays thrown his way because he said, no, not Shannon Sharp. It was Kenny DJ Smith when during the 3-point contest when I forget the female basketball player, but she was shooting against Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And it was a close contest. Steph Curry won by 5 baskets. She did incredible, right? But Kenny DJ Smith was like, she should have shot at the female 3-point line because the male 3-point line was maybe too much for her.
Right.
And the whole world jumped on his neck and was like, yo, that ain't what you talking about, blah, blah, blah. But that's the thing with all the men understood what it was, but we all got to pretend for the women.
Right. I see what you mean. Yeah.
That it's like, oh, well, I mean, I don't know why he said that. Then your wife leave the room and you're like, yeah, I know exactly why he said that. You keep, like, you mean like, it's like, but you gotta have this poker face on in front of her and pretend.
Yep.
And I don't know who, like, I think it doesn't do anybody any good. It only hurts the conversation because you can never have an actual conversation with it. Just like racism, you can never talk racism to certain black people because certain black people will be like, no matter what you say is racist, and it's like, okay, cool, like, and it ends the conversation, right? So no white person can ever talk to any black person about racism because it's like, okay, well, you're a white person, you can't talk to me about racism. Conversation over. Right.
Yeah. No. And yeah, I know, bro. So I don't want to go on a tangent about the sisterhood, but I just wish men would be on code the way women can be on code.
We gotta lie, bro. Men feel like we have to lie because if we don't lie, we make in our head we make unnecessary problems with ourselves with the women that we're attached to or the women that we want to be attached to. Right. Because we're like, why would we fight this? Like, all I want to do is just, get a sandwich and get some pussy at night. So I'm not gonna fight this battle. So everybody just feels like they don't want to fight the battle because it's like, what's the point? Because I mean, you're not gonna win with women because women hear what they want to hear anyway. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, well, it's sunny outside. Well, yeah, I like my hair like this. You'd be like, okay, I didn't say that, but okay, cool. Like, I guess so, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway,
no, that's real. That's real. So listen, I'm happy that we got give her the 10. Give her the full 10. Give her the full 10. And she should pay back all that money that she got in GoFundMe. Make her pay that back. And give her the full 10, bro. You kidding me, man? And then she tried to pin it on some dude, and I'm glad. Remember, the boy came out and was like, "Yo, this didn't happen. Like, I don't know what y'all like. I'm here to clear my name up. Like, I didn't attack her. Like, nobody. Like, I don't. She's lying. He came out
him. Remember they did. Yeah. Like she
He
threw a
said
water
she
bottle
was the
at him.
aggressor. Right. And they said that she was going around trying to pick fights with somebody because she was trying to get somebody to she was basically trying to elicit violence. She wanted
Yeah,
someone to strike her so she could have a case. And shorties do that too, not all. But I've been in situations where the shorty will try to push your buttons because they know what pushes your buttons to get you to swing. Because once cops get involved, the government gets involved, they know that it favors them. And we're at a disadvantage. So they use
right.
that as a power tool. So I could see her going around trying to instigate something just to to elicit a response. Like, that's
If
wild,
if a
bro.
dude tells me, if a dude tells me that he swung on a chick because she threw a bottle at him,
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I listen. I get it. I understand it. Like if
And we know that's controversial, but I'm with you, bro. I'm completely
I get
with
it,
you. I'm with
1,000%.
you. Yeah.
Now
There's a
I may not walk in the streets with a sign like we free him, free him, free him. But if it's me, I'm like, I get it, bro. Like I'm like, she shouldn't
no.
have did that.
I absolutely, yeah, and we've talked about this before. It's like, listen, the golden rule: do unto others as you want done to you. Keep your hands to yourself. You know what I mean? Don't touch other people. Don't hit other people. Like, keep your hands to yourself. Doesn't matter what your sex, your gender. It doesn't matter. Like, keep your hands to yourself. Men deserve the right to defend themselves. They deserve to have a physical boundary that you can't cross and play with. Like, that shit ain't cool, bro. I'm tired of this, man.
How about
I'm so
if how about if women can say you're not a real man if you hit me? Um, can men say you're not a real woman if you hit me? Since you're not a real woman, I can hit you. so
Yeah, bro, no matter what, even if we make sense, even if our actions are justified, we, like you said it already, we play by different rules. So even if we feel and we know what's true, we got to play the game. Otherwise, we're going to get booked. And then they take our bread, they take our kids, they take custody.
yeah,
We have so much to lose, bro, because most of these chicks out here just broke, leeching off other dudes. So we have so much to lose, bro. Like, it's crazy. Well, I just thought we should follow up and say, hey, there might be there might be some justice. You know what I
right,
mean? Like she posted bail earlier in January. She posted $10,000 bail, and I was thinking, oh no, like please don't tell me she got off like that. So they brought her back to court. So now
right,
she could face 2 to 10 years. So, family, what do you guys think? Do you guys want her to get the full 10 years? Do you think 10 is too much? How do you guys think about the golden rule? Keep your hands to yourself. Do unto others as you want do to you.
right,
Like, we talked about a lot to unpack here, but we're just happy to see that there's some justice for everyone who was bamboozled. And also that this doesn't set a precedent, that they nip
right.
this in the bud so that other women don't go out doing this too. So, any final thoughts, Ty?
Now listen, like, comment, subscribe. We on the move. We are appreciative of all this new support that we getting. We talk
Yeah,
about it every day. We will engage. We respond to the comments timely. Thanks so much for supporting. You know what I mean? There's a nice little segment of society that likes hearing what we talk about, I guess.
yeah.
So we appreciate it. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep the content pumping out, and until next time.
Until next time.